Aries. My name is Antoinette. Today we're going to do a money tip slash career tip reading for you guys in October. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, my calendar link is down below. If you would like to subscribe to my Patreon, follow me on social media, or donate to this channel, the links are also down in the description as well. This can resonate for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. And a disclaimer before we begin, this is a general reading for the entire sign of Aries, so it won't resonate for everyone. If it does not resonate for you, don't force it. You can check your other placements, or you could book a personal reading that's directed and geared specifically to your story. So with that said, let's start. All right, so in the past position, we have the Tower card. So something came crumbling down in your career or with your finances. This could be a job change. It just feels like something unexpected happened. There was some kind of event that caused instability. Let's clarify. What's the Tower? Clarify the Tower. So maybe you had to cut something out, or someone cut you out, or you received some kind of information that affected you. So there's some kind of shakeup. You guys let me know what kind of shakeup your career or your money endured. Now in the present energy, we have the King of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Three of Cups. I feel like you are celebrating some kind of achievement. It feels like you are rising to the next level in your career. It feels like you're building something stable right now. I feel like there's something to celebrate in what you're doing. It feels like almost like an ascension, like you're getting to the next level of whatever you're doing in your career. If you're an entrepreneur, oftentimes we see the King of Pentacles making his own money in his own business, his or her own business. So if you do have your own business, this feels like finally seeing some progress, making more money, getting new customers. It just feels like an ascension, like just a step up. So maybe if you were experiencing this Tower, or you were experiencing loss, you're finally like getting over that period, or getting over that hump where you're in like losing energy. And then in the future, I see that you'll be working really, really hard. It feels like you are tied to your career in some way. Maybe you breathe, eat, sleep your specific career. You're putting in a lot of work in the things that you're doing, but I feel like you're chained to your work or your career in some sense. So just make sure, Aries, that you are trying at least to maintain some kind of good work-life balance as it pertains to what you're doing for work every single day, because we're not just made to just work. So just something for you to note in the future, but we're going to clarify that. What's the Devil? Clarify the Devil. Devil is clarified by the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups. So feeling like you need to make some kind of decision or something in your working world or finances is not work. It feels like you're in this space of putting in a lot of the work, and I feel like you're making a lot more progress than you're giving yourself credit for. So yeah, I know we have to put in the work to meet our manifestations. Like, we have to actually put in the work. We can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm visualizing this thing coming to me, or I'm visualizing being successful. But just always try to maintain that good balance, so that one area of your life, you're not just working all the time, or you're trapped or tied to a specific job or thing that you're doing for money. All right, so in the advice, we have the Four of Cups. Clarify this Four of Cups. You know what, Aries? I kind of knew the Empress is... Ooh. Sorry, the card fell. Yeah, I kind of suspected that it was something like this. Like, I knew there would be a great card clarifying this underwhelming card, because that's the energy that I'm picking up. I feel like you're really hard on yourself. Read the progress that you're making for something. So if you're working on something, it feels like you feel like, oh, this is not working, or oh, I'm being rejected, or but I feel like you're not really realizing how much abundance is really around you. So the advice here is to actually give yourself more credit. I feel like you've been doing a great job. If you're in Empress energy, it simply means that you've been doing the work, you've been putting in the work to even be vibrating in this archetype. So yeah, the advice is to give yourself a little bit more credit. Have a little bit more, it feels like a lighten up energy, you know, like Aries. I know you guys are always very busy achieving goals and things like that, but sometimes you can't be that hard on yourself. And I feel like in this scenario, that's what you're struggling with. So give yourself more credit for maybe the things that you've created. If you've created a specific business, or let's just say if you took an idea and you actually turned it into a tangible thing and it's taking time to grow, give it time to grow. Don't rush the process and be like, oh my God, I'm not making progress because this thing is not growing as quickly as I would like it to. We know Aries does not have patience. So yeah, that's something for you to just bear in mind. All right, so the influences, the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify. What is the Nine of Pentacles? What's the Nine of Pentacles? Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups twice. That's funny. All right, so the influences, I feel like all of the things that you're going through right now, it feels like it is all in an effort to reestablish your independence. And I feel like whatever you're doing, there needs to be some creativity that you add. So let's just say you are a painter, or even if you are something more traditional like a lawyer, maybe a creative way to handle your social media strategy, or I just feel like some kind of creativity will help you achieve this independence. So if you've been thinking of a creative idea to implement in your business, or if you've been thinking about a creative idea to launch a product or whatever, I just feel like the way to go is that, like, that's what's going to help you to be independent. It's also has a potential to bring in some solid income that could help you with your own stability and independence. And then the obstacles, this comes up in the obstacle position, the King of Swords, which talks about being able to view something from a space of logic versus emotions. And Aries, I know you to be a very sensitive sign, but not a very emotional sign. So you have high sensitivity. You may not always express those emotions that you're feeling. So just an indication for you in your career and in your money. Don't be reactive. And also, it's a time for you to use your logic and think more long term, more in terms of a strategy than for you to just think emotionally, like, okay, I'm gonna get up because today I feel like putting out, like, think beyond today and next week and in 2 months. Think long term, develop a strategy for whatever it is that you are working on. I feel like that's something that may be challenging for you, so maybe something you want to pay attention to. What's the King of Swords? Clarify the King of Swords. It's clarified by the Moon. So this may be something that you haven't really paid attention to yet, a strategy for the future, and maybe even thinking long term for your plans in your career. So shed some light on that, and I feel like that should really, really help you. And then last but not least, in the outcome position, we have the Empress. So this is where you are headed, Aries. All around comfort and abundance around you. And this could be you creating your own business, you creating something from nothing, because that's what the Empress does. So let's clarify the Empress. Feels like something you're building yourself. There we go. 6 of Wands, so success with some kind of thing that you've built. And I just feel like all around comfort, even if the journey there was not easy. I feel like you're getting success with whatever you're doing monetarily right now. And this could also be alluding to some of you being fertile and abundant with possibilities and ideas, and some of you actually being pregnant, a successful space of like celebrating a pregnancy or something like that. So it doesn't have to mean an actual pregnancy though for some of you. But that's what the Empress talks about, fertility and abundance and sometimes motherhood. She is a divine feminine after all. So yeah, I feel like some of you are headed to some kind of success in the future. If you navigate a situation the way you are, you know, like travel the situation wisely and navigate your path, I feel like you're headed to some form of success. Also though, bear in mind that this is for the people who have actually been putting in the work. If you haven't been putting in any work on anything, this is not your message. So with that said, let's get some advice. Trying to keep the reading shorter these days. Yeah, because obviously people's attention spans and things like that, including my own attention span, is shortening because of what the times we're living in right now. So what's the advice for Aries in their career? What's the money advice for Aries in their career right now in the rest of October? Money advice for Aries. Follow the moon. What else? Stay strong. What else? Know that you belong. Whatever you're doing, you're meant to be doing that. Stay strong. The journey may not be easy, but it's worth it. And follow the moon. This simply means that whenever this card comes out, it talks about learning the moon cycles and how your motivation and energy and that the universal energy supports whatever it is that you're doing or creating. So it really, really helps to observe the moon patterns, whether it's a full moon, new moon, crescent moon, whatever it is. Capitalize off of the energy of the moon. I think everybody can do that within their own lives. I feel like people should know now to sync up with the moon energy so that when there is like a new moon or fresh energy, you can capitalize on manifestations. When it's a full moon, you can release certain things that no longer serves you. So get familiar with the moon cycles and see how you can incorporate that with your business or whatever you are working on monetarily. So with that said, Aries, I hope that this message helps you. If it does, thumbs up the video so we can beat the algorithm together. Comment down below and subscribe to this channel so you know when new readings are out. Also remember to turn on the notification bell. With that said, I'll see you next time.